When did the class clown take it too far? Please subscribe, leave a like, comment and share the video to help the channel. He tried to pants the teacher. I knew a guy, high school student in the late 60s. He and his best friend were very close, but had also dated the same girl. My buddy dated this girl first, now the friend was dating her. No problems, but they both understood how this could be perceived as a potential friendship ender. They had a joke all planned out. The best friend grabbed some ketchup packets from a fast food restaurant. After lunch, he was sitting in class with the packets torn slightly, tucked unnoticeably in his hand. My buddy had the starter pistol from the track and field team. You see where this is going? My buddy ran into the classroom and shouted, "You can't steal my girl from me. If I can't have her, no one can." He fired the starter pistol, filled with blanks, not bullets, in the direction of his best friend. The friend, who had jumped up from his desk during the shouting, clutched his chest from the fake bullet wound, sending horrifying streaks of red ketchup flying all over his white t-shirt. He collapsed. The look of horror on the face of every student in the room, my buddy said, was amazing. He and his best friend both got detention. Sometimes I think about this story and I wonder what would happen if high school students tried this in a post-Columbine world. It's crazy how much times change in just a couple of generations. One time the class clown asked what the teacher's wife, another teacher, was like in bed. It was so goddamn awkward. My high school class clown made a joke in a dead silent classroom about boning a teacher with another teacher in the room. His situation afterwards wasn't great. Ate a shit ton of notebook paper and ended up going home after he projectile vomited on the goddamn floor. Someone in my year at school who wanted to be a doctor drank a bottle of antibacterial hand wash for $5. He did it because there is nothing bad in there, his words. Needless to say, he got his stomach pumped. This one kid thought it would be funny to snort a line of that sour powder. This was no small line, mind you. I actually think he was rubbing it off the candy. Anyways, he does his line and instantly starts screaming. His nose was gushing blood and I honestly think he popped a blood vessel in his eye. Ran out of the room and later saw an ambulance come to the school. Don't do drugs. He loaded up porn on someone's computer while they were in the bathroom. Teacher wasn't paying attention and the victim ended up getting suspended. Called our teacher's daughter, whose name is Maya Khalifa. The teacher then proceeded to search up Maya Khalifa in front of the whole class. A friend of mine made gestures of fucking the air in front of what he thought was an older student. Little did he know, it was a very young new teacher. When he yelled, "I lost my virginity to my dog," during a quiet moment in class, every head whipped around to stare in horror. Pulled out a chair from underneath the kid thinking it would be really funny when the kid fell. The kid ended up falling and cracking his head open and getting around 30 stitches. Kid was always doing dumb stunts just to make people laugh. He got sick of climbing on / random things and jumping stairs one day and decided it'd be funny to smack into walls. His first few walls were fine as they were all concrete. There was a girl crying in the hallway and he figured he could make her laugh by making a funny face and tackling the glass door. He went through the door and needed stitches, leaving splatters of blood and broken glass on the way to the office. When I was in 3rd grade we were all doing our thing, coloring, reading, etc. The class clown was being really noisy and kept goofing off. We were all having fun and the class clown eventually sat down. It wasn't long before he was laying on the floor, foaming out of his mouth, shaking violently. We all laughed. It was a joke, right? Before long the teacher came rushing over to see the new joke the kid came up with. She immediately called 911 and he was rushed out of the room. He had a seizure while the whole class thought he was joking. He recovered and everything was fine. I just feel bad for the kid. In a high school classroom with a chill teacher, someone made a joke about another kid's dick being small. So, that kid exposed himself in front of the whole class to prove that it was large. He got suspended. Friend decided to shove his hands into my back pockets and grab my ass. Wasn't wearing a belt. Ended up panting me straight to the floor. I was wearing spandexy type underwear at the time. Caught those on the way down too, and ended up like pulling it down to where my dick sprung out of them. What was bad was worse, as our track coach had just walked in looking for me, and she got a full frontal. Not to mention the class saw everything, as well as I tried to pull my pants up, only to realize my dick was out on full display. Didn't even get detention SMH. Please subscribe, leave a like, comment and share the video to help the channel.